Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome in. My name is Chris. I do videos on luxury handbag, shoes, fashion over 50, and fun stuff like that. So if that is something you were interested in, I would love it if you would subscribe. Okay, so my video today, I'm going to be going off on a little bit of a journey into something different today, and I am going to be talking about my watch collection. This was a request by one of my viewers. I thought it was a great idea, and so I'm going to show you the watches that I have. Now, I really like watches, however, I do not have any of those high luxe watches like Cartier, Rolex, Patek Philippe. I don't have those, but I do have some very nice watches, and I've got, I think, 10 to show you today. All right, so the first one I'm going to show you is not really luxury. In fact, it's probably the least expensive watch that I have, but I like it a lot because it is in this rose gold color, and that's the whole reason that I bought it. I wanted something in rose gold, but rose gold does not show up very well on my skin, and I don't have a lot of pieces. So I figured I'm just going to get sort of a middle of the road kind of watch in this color. And I really liked this one because it has a little bit of shine and also a little bit of brushed finish. And it's got this bezel circled with all of these beautiful crystals. So the watch itself is quite substantial as far as the weight goes. Again, it is fossil. It does have the chronograph faces on there, but I don't typically pay much attention to chronographs. I just like the look of them. I do like a bold watch, and so this one in rose gold is definitely one of my favorites as far as just sheer shine goes. However, don't wear it a whole lot because, like I said, the rose gold, it doesn't really match with other things in my wardrobe. So that's my fossil watch, one of my least expensive watches. Okay, next up I'm going to show you the oldest watch that I have, and this was something that I actually inherited from my great aunt, so you could see just by looking at it that it is definitely an older watch and an old-fashioned watch to boot. So this is from Hamilton. You might be familiar with the brand. I don't know if they're still around, but they definitely were hugely popular back in the middle of the 20th century. So based on my great aunt's age, I believe she was born around 1916. So I'm guessing that this is probably a watch from either the 50s or the 60s. So I don't know, I'm gonna try and bring it up close. You can see it. There you go. Okay, so you can see how tiny the face is. It's so tiny that in fact I can't really read it. And it's very, very delicate. So it does have this little cord. It's a cotton cord that they came on. Again, a very popular style, and it is 14 karat gold. So this is the only actual 14 karat gold watch that I do have. And the thing that I love most about it are these fantastic diamonds on it. So again, I'm gonna see if you can see the diamonds on there. So this is not little chips of diamonds. This is some serious diamond weight. In fact, I would guess that that's probably almost close to 2 carats of diamonds. So I like it for that reason. Who doesn't love diamonds, right? And I actually do wear it occasionally as just like a bracelet, because it's so darn pretty with the diamonds and the diamonds showing. It is a very fancy and formal watch. It's definitely out of the comfort zone for me because I usually go for big chunky watches. But anyway, this is definitely one of the most unique, certainly the oldest, and probably one of the most valuable watches that I do have. Okay, next up, let me see, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this is actually my husband's watch, but he gave it to me because he never wears it. So it's a Tag Heuer. It is very much a sporty watch. So this is probably one of the sportiest watches that I have. You could see that the face is blue, and then the bezel is a spinning bezel. Okay. Which way do we go? Okay, so that way. And I know you can do all kinds of cool timing and stuff like that with your bezel. I don't do any of that stuff. I just wear the watch to tell time, but it is quite large. It has this very substantial stem over here that makes it look really chunky, and the overall look of this watch is obviously very masculine. He bought it, and then he started using his smartphone as his timepiece, and he just wasn't wearing it. and it was sitting in the drawer, and I said to him one day, can I try on your watch? He said, you can have it. So I went ahead and had some of the links removed, as many links as I possibly could have removed. It's still a little bit big on me, to be honest with you, because I do have a small wrist. So I do have to hike it up. I'm gonna remove my bracelet. I do actually have to hike it up a little bit on my arm. So that's about where I wear it. And I wear this one when I'm dressing very casually, or when I just want a bright pop of color, because you can see that the bright blue really stands out. So this is my one and only Tag watch, my Tag Heuer watch. And let me fix my bezel. I just don't like it any old place. I want to put it exactly the way it was before. This one does have a date on it, I believe. Yeah, dates on it. But it's not a chronograph. Okay, next up is this watch right here. And this is a brand called Renato. So those of you who are my age might remember when one of the shopping networks was called Shop NBC, and they had this brand of watch on there, Renato. Now when they first came out, they were really quite good quality. They have a Swiss movement. This is a very substantial stainless steel band, and you could see that the face of the watch is entirely circled with diamonds. So there's diamonds all the way around here, and then there's diamonds on the case as well, and a little bit on the strap. And then where the chronograph dials are, they are also diamonds. And then some of the numbers on the face are diamonds as well. So I'm gonna see if I can bring it as close as possible. I know it's trying to focus on my face, so I apologize. I don't know if that's gonna show. Also, the face is navy blue, or like a beautiful cobalt blue underneath. This is definitely one of the heaviest watches I have. I mean, it is substantial, beautifully made. I've never had any problem with this watch, and I've had it for quite a few years now. And you can see the profile is really high as well. The only thing is that there used to be a tiny little orange cabochon right here at the end of the stem, and it fell off, and I don't know what happened to it. It was probably just glued on there, but it did make that stem nice and round and had a bright orange on there, but that is gone now. However, I do get a lot of compliments on this watch because it is just so blingy. You know, the diamonds here and the diamonds all the way around, and the whole face is covered with diamonds. So maybe not the easiest to read, although the blue and the white is a nice contrast, but definitely a watch that I get tons of use out of. All right, next up, we're gonna talk Italian watches. I think it's, no, maybe they're not Italian. Sounds Italian. This one is called Lachman. So this is a Lachman brand, and these were quite popular a while ago. They came out with an aluminum watch, and this was the Nuovo design. So it has sort of this oval, and it's all very smooth, almost like an egg shape, really. And now this one's not aluminum. I did not get the aluminum one. So this is just a stainless steel one. But the aluminum ones were covered with diamonds, and they were really quite spectacular. And it was a very unique look at the time. A nicely made watch. This one has a pink face, and it does have a leather band. Now the leather bands are removable and interchangeable, so you could actually, if you wanted to, take this band off and put another band on. But it was originally a prettier pink than it is right now, but I've noticed with these watch bands that they do tend to discolor. You can even see the curve is a nice little curve, so it fits and sits very nicely on your wrist. A little bit more of the delicate side, and honestly, I don't wear this one too much anymore. I feel that out of all of my watches, this might be the most dated, except of course for the Hamilton, but that's in a different category. So I don't wear this Lachman too much, but it is pretty pink. All right, next up, we're going for Philippe Stein. So Philippe Stein, this is the famous Tesla watch. And if you're not familiar with this, Philippe Stein has this natural frequency technology where they have these little, I guess for lack of a better word, I guess it's some sort of a magnet or something in the back. You could probably see it. This one actually has two faces, and a lot of the Philippe Steins do have two faces. So the top one is a little bit larger than the bottom one. And it's really nice if you travel because you can keep track of your local time where you are and your home time where you came from. And this one does not have any diamonds on it. However, it does have a beautiful etched face. So it has like a flowery effect to it. Now the idea with the natural frequency is that it is supposed to de-stress you. They have studies that have been done, and it's supposed to help you stay relaxed and calm. It's supposed to help you sleep better, and that is why I got the watch, because when I found out that it could make you sleep better, I was all excited thinking all I have to do is wear this watch and I'll get a better night's sleep. And that didn't really work out because I just am a professional insomniac, I guess. I've never been a good sleeper, and I probably never will be either. So didn't really do anything. However, it is kind of cool to have the two faces on there. And once again, it has a leather strap that is removable. I've never actually gotten any other straps for this particular watch, but I'm going to show you in a minute some of my Michele watches. And I have loads of watch bands for that one. So way back, I don't know, how long ago are we going here? Maybe 15 or 20 years. Extremely popular to have these interchangeable watch bands. So the Philippe Stein, very nice watch. However, I can't really vouch for the whole de-stress and help you sleep factor. Didn't really work for me. Next up, I have my only Movado watch. This is from the Movado Gold collection and is actually the only good watch I have, other than my Fossil, which is the rose gold color, that is a gold color, which is kind of funny considering I do have tons and tons of yellow gold jewelry, but for whatever reason I never had a very nice yellow gold watch. So I got this one a couple years ago, and I love the simplicity of it. Of course, the huge face is also a bonus for me. I do like a very large watch, but this one is encircled with tiny little diamonds. And of course it is the museum, so it just has the little dot on the top, and that's about it. Very, very shiny face, a nice flat surface, really substantial band. I don't see too much fading or scratching or anything on the band. And obviously I like to wear this one when I am wearing all yellow gold jewelry. I tend to prefer white gold jewelry, even though I do have a big collection of yellow gold because it was real popular at one time. But nowadays it seems like I'm not as into yellow gold as I was white gold. And so this one is the one that I save for my yellow gold days, but a very beautiful watch, my Movado. All right, and next we're going into my 3 Michele watches. I have to say that out of all the brands that I have, probably Michele is definitely one of my favorites. Okay, so I'm going to start with the oldest one. This was the one that started it all. So this is the CSX, and it was wildly popular when it came out. So the idea was that you had a face. It is a mother of pearl face, but on the outside of the face there is a strip with a color on it, and that color would be picked up from the mother of pearl, and then of course the band would match it. So when I got this, it came with a beautiful turquoise band, and I still have the turquoise band, but wait till you see it. And it just got all yellowed and worn out, and so I started buying bands because all you have to do really is push this little lever right here and you remove the bands and they are replaceable. But the CSX has a ½ carat, I believe, of diamonds all the way around it. It's sort of like a double row of diamonds, and it has the chronograph faces on there. It is nice and solid, but again, with these interchangeable and removable bands, it gives you a lot of options. So this band is my favorite band right now. It looks like black, but it's not actually black. It's a very, very dark brown, and I just like the brown and the blue together. But I'll show you the original band that came with it. Good Lord. When I look at it, I can't believe it because it's so yellowed. It was actually turquoise at one time, and now it just looks sort of like a funny greenish color. I kept all the bands, but I don't use them. I really don't do that interchangeable stuff anymore. So when that one yellowed, I bought another one in the same color. Now you can clearly see where it faded. So this was the same exact color as the original one, except the original one was patent leather and this one was sort of a crocodile print. And you could see where the straps met and crossed over, that the original color is there, and then where the strap wasn't covered from the sun, etc., it yellowed and faded. So that is one of the disadvantages of having the lighter colored bands. Now they came in a lot of colors. I have a white one, again, it yellowed. I have this one here, which is sort of a corally color. And I have a black one. The black one had the white stitching on it. I think something happened to this one though. I don't know. Something fell off or something. It wasn't quite holding up. That's why I went ahead and got the dark brown one. And then just to make it go a little more quickly, we have a red one, we have a purple one, and then this one here, which is this really wild lime green. Now this is supposed to be lime green. You can see that the actual color is the lime green. And I just went a little wild one day and said, hey, give me the lime green one. So I have all of these. They usually came in a little pouch like this, and you kind of kept all your watch bands together. But I do still wear this. I do like it when it's just understated, and it is a very pretty watch. Now my next one is one of my very favorite watches. This is another Michele, and this one is a ceramic watch. It has the typical clasp on the back, and this one is in white ceramic, very popular again a little while ago, maybe not so much anymore, but I love my ceramic watch. I think it's so cool and comfortable in the summertime. I wear this one almost exclusively in the summer because when you put it on you can feel that cool porcelain, that ceramic against your skin, and it just feels really nice. It doesn't sweat or anything like a leather band might, and occasionally even a stainless steel band would. And this one, once again, is surrounded by diamonds on the outside. It does have the little stem that has the red Michele, the M on there. Another chronograph watch, but I think this watch looks really elegant. And like I said, I just love the feel of it in the summertime because it is so cool to the touch. I got this one for my 25th wedding anniversary. My husband wanted to buy me something nice, and I said, he was going for jewelry, and I said, no, I want a watch, and this was the watch that I picked. So I'm really happy with this one. I still wear it all the time, and that was quite a few years ago now. And my very last watch, and probably my most worn recently, yet another Michele watch, and this one has a rectangular face. I think it's the only rectangular face I have. Yes, it is. And this one has diamonds on it too, so diamonds down the sides here, and I think it's just on the sides like that. Oh yeah, and a little bit on where the case meets with the strap. And again, the little red Michele button right there. A dark face on this one, so I don't have too many with dark faces. This one comes to mind right here. So I wanted to go a little bit different as far as color goes. I do like my silver tone watches, but this one had the black face that I liked. And other than that, it's pretty simple. It's not a chronograph or anything like that. There's no diamonds on the face, just around the watch. And it has this interesting strap right here, which is, I know they have a name for this type of weave, and I forgot what it's called. But that one is one of my very favorite. I do wear this one an awful lot. In fact, I almost always have it on for my videos because it just goes with everything, and I like it. It is a little large. I can't reduce it anymore, so I do have to push it up on my wrist. So that is it for my watch collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and leave any comments or questions down below. And don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Take care.